So you have to wonder what's going on in that vehicle.
It happens though.
Have
Some
police
people
been
forget
able to,
to
of
pay like
course,
their
talk
speeding
to the
ticket or something,
suspect?
and they can get like a
But
traffic
you
warrant.
can see there is half a dozen LAPD vehicles right behind them.
Yeah, and what negotiations the male driver is having with the female passenger at this point, where she wouldn't be urging him to just pull over and let's wrap this up, because we all know how this ends. When we get the code 4 at the end of a pursuit, is a suspect is in handcuffs.
That blows my
in
mind. Why are
custody,
we just
and
sitting
the
there
pursuit
waiting?
finally comes to an end.
Is this live?
Again,
No, this
not,
is
not going very fast, which is safe for the
definitely
public
not
that's
live.
out there, right? Not a lot
I
of
wouldn't think.
pedestrians
I mean,
that
it
we've
says
seen
it
have
is,
come
but
close to
I
this
don't know.
pursuit here, but still a great concern if this person
No,
is
because
still
it's
armed at this
6:57
time.
in LA, right?
You got to wonder if spike strips will be a talk once again, because when you see an open road like this,
Rumor
you think
has
this
it, but
would
there's a
be
legend.
a great
Sure,
time
don't
to
tell
use them.
nobody
But
else.
as Mike
It's
Rogers
a
was
rumor.
saying, you have to also think about officer safety. Not only do we believe that this suspect is allegedly armed, possibly
Erica,
showed
yeah.
the butt of
Shane's
his
dead.
gun to
Shane's
a
DED dead.
victim. But you also see that very tinted windows.
Really tinted windows.
So it's hard to see what's happening inside for an officer.
And it'll be hard. Some member of command staff will have to make a decision at some point. Do we just do this until this guy runs out of gas?
And for how long?
And
right?
for how long? Or I mean, then there are other options. Are if they don't want to use pit maneuvers, they don't want to use spike strips. Your other a little bit more extreme option, which I've seen before, is bringing in LAPD's Metropolitan Division. And we have seen that where they'll bring in armored SUVs and box him in and force him to stop. So I haven't heard talk of that yet, but that would be one of their options if they don't want to do a pit, if they don't want to do spikes. Then if they really want to bring it to an end and not just follow him until he runs out of gas, your other option.
You
would
didn't
be to
know
bring in
Shane
armored
was
vehicles, which
dead?
They have done, and it just depends on how they want to handle it and how big of a thing do they want to make this.
And we know what's not an option is they're not going to go into tracking mode, not at this point. At this point, they're sticking on. They've made the decision. They're going to continue to pursue this vehicle as long as it's going to take for this person to give up, or if they decide to make one of those maneuvers Mike just talked about.
And because of that bit of information, Mike, that's why we aren't seeing
Mike, that's what I'm saying. Like,
officers going into tracking mode. They're going to stay behind him.
whenever they
at this
sit at
safe
the
distance
stoplight for
as long as it
5-10
takes,
minutes.
At least for now. And
Why
1,
not
2,
take the
3,
42
it's
cop
6 or
cars they have
7
and just make a big
units.
circle around him?
For reference, normal pursuits, they generally only authorize 3 units to be in the pursuit. So you have your first 3 units, and that's it. Because of the want, they added 2 more to get 5, and because of the fact that they were in and out of the LAPD's city, they added the 2 more. So that's how we have the total of 7. Your normal
They're talking
pursuit
about
package
being
is
over
3,
numbers.
2 more because of the want, 2 more because we were in and out of the city.
Mike, the officer calling the shots, are they in that lead vehicle or are they back at headquarters?
So you have a watch commander 20L90, and I believe it's still Olympic Division's watch commander, but that would be making the calls of additionals. You also have a street supervisor who would be, if not in the pursuit, very, very near the pursuit, but I would suspect